Okay, so today I'm setting myself a mental challenge with Manchester United to win the Premier League in 30 minutes. This is from the very start of making a manager, making tactics, making transfers, to the very end of being Premier League champions. I have 30 minutes to do this, and the timer has already started, so I better get straight into it. And that timer is going to be running in the bottom corner for the whole of this video. We're going to be doing this, no cuts whatsoever, completely live, seeing if I can win the Premier League with Manchester United from creating a manager, creating a tactic, all the transfers, etc. We're going to be going on an absolute madness. Of course, we're going to be trying to use a Ruben Amorim system as well, because why on earth not? And let's see if we can build Manchester United into Premier League winners. Now, this is not going to be easy at all. This 30 minutes is going to be for building the tactic and the team, but I'm going to get the video under 30 minutes. So I would give myself about 25 minutes, and then there'll be 5 minutes at the end of checking out the results, etc. So if you want to see the results of this challenge, feel free to skip to the end. But if you want to see how I rebuild a club in one transfer window to Premier League winners, carry on watching, because this is going to be an absolutely mental journey. Now, of course, we're going to be trying to attempt a Ruben Amorim system here, using realistic tactics and, of course, transfers. I have got the editor enabled, and that's because of one thing. As I record this, I am about to head off to Spain and have a nice holiday. So I am actually doing this before the Mbeumo transfer is completed to Manchester United, but I would be very surprised if by this point the Mbeumo transfer hasn't transferred and already happened. So I'm going to simply just move him to Manchester United. And yeah, if you don't like that, apologies. If it's not happened by this point, something's gone seriously wrong, because if he's not, yeah, like, I'll be absolutely baffled. And Mbeumo has to join Manchester United. So I've just moved him to the club. Same with Matheus Cunha is already here, and Mbeumo will be here. It is just the transfer update that I'm using doesn't currently have him in. Now, of course, we've got to build a realistic system, and one that actually works on FM. 3 backs, particularly difficult to do this with. So that should be very, very fun. And we're going to try and do this in a little bit of realism as well, and try and build a bit of an Amorim system. Now, you can see here, I am making a system which I think is what United will use in real life. Going to be something like this, I think. Oh, Josh Xerxes, possibly a deep lying forward. I imagine we'll play with this as we go through. Let's just build the team, though. We're going to have to try and train Amad Diallo into being a right wing back on attack, because I think next season that is where he is going to play. I think we'll probably end up with Lenny Yoro on the right-hand side, Lissandro Martinez on the left-hand side, De Ligt in the middle. I think that's pretty set. Dorgu as our left wing back, I'm also pretty happy with. Seems like he is down in the under-21s, which is very, very helpful. In fact, is there anyone else here that needs to come up into the first team? Cheeto Obley probably does. Bendito does. Aiden Heaven, sadly not very good on FM, but he does. Harry Amas does as well. And that should be it in terms of players for the first team. Oh my God, already 27 minutes left. And like I said, I need to leave myself a little bit of time to actually make this video so it's 29 minutes and 59 seconds long, because that is the goal, I suppose, in the end. Bruno Fernandes in this role here can't play there. So again, I will be doing a little bit of in-game editing to make it so players can play in positions, because it's ridiculous Bruno can't play in that role. He very much can play in that role, as we've seen in real life. So a little bit of editing going on so he can play as a defensive midfielder. Again, apologies if you've got a problem in the comments. Let me know. I don't mind you letting me know. It's absolutely fine by me. He can play there in real life, so it's FM's problem. And then I think Agate certainly plays in that DM role. I do think Matheus Cunha plays in this role right here. And I think Bryan Mbeumo plays in that role. And I think at the moment, of course, it is Joshua Xerxes. I'm recording this on the 13th of July. I've got no idea when this video is coming out. But if there's any other transfers that have happened, well, I'm sorry they're not on this team. I'm going to try to keep things realistic and look at transfers that we are into in real life, but I'm also under a strict challenge. So we are going to be making some transfers here that might not happen IRL, but hopefully I can try and keep this as realistic as possible. As things stand, what I'm doing is I'm going through the team and putting them in their positions on the bench as well. They have completely killed Casemiro in the version that I'm using, which is interesting to see. Mason Mount as the backup to Matheus Cunha is probably going to happen. Oh, Rasmus Højlund, what are we going to do with you? I've got no idea. I think that's pretty much it. I think United, because of the injury to Onana in the last couple of days, do go out and replace that. I think Luke Shaw stays in as the backup left back / centre back. Aiden Heaven, sadly, is going to be pretty bad here on FM, but kind of is what it is, sadly. We do need to have a midfielder, which is interesting because actually looking at the squad here, I don't mind. Yeah, I think possibly what happens here is Mainu and Mount share this sort of cam role. I think Mbeumo does play as a cam more, but can't play there on FM. And I do think, very similar to Ahmad, Mbeumo will hold a much wider line. Now, in terms of the simulation for this, that's not going to be done in the 30 minutes because I'd have to have an absolute monster PC. But hopefully, as I said, we sort of get to a point where there's about 5 minutes left on the timer, and I can then hit simulate and we go. I'm very wary that this video has been 5 minutes already, and I have literally done nothing but build a squad and a system. So I've got to kind of hurry things up a little bit here. Now, Martinez does like to dribble out defence, as does Lenny Yoro, so we'll get them two on that. Delict can stay as normal. Patrick Dorgu, he actually does run inside sometimes as well. Doesn't press too much, does tackle harder. We're going to be doing things to win the league. We've got to go a little bit meta here, and that should be okay with that. Amad Diallo is going to be my absolute king in this. Trigger press, tackle harder, dribble more, cross aim centre. He's going to be an absolute demon. Manu Agate, we're going to have as whole position. Don't trigger the press too much, but also don't stop. Tackle harder because he does, and dribble less and take fewer risks with the passing. Bruno Fernandes as this roaming playmaker, can trigger press, can go and join further up, and is going to be the instrumental man in this team. Mateus Cunha, we have got license here to do whatever we want with him. Roam, move into channels, press, tackle harder. I'm going to take that off because I want him in the hole and creating... no, because that's where Bruno's going to be, so he can be there. And be nice and aggressive there. That looks good for him. And then Brian Mbeumo as this inside forward. Sit narrower, tackle harder. Probably not sit narrow, actually. He's going to drift inside, isn't he? Roam from position is definitely good. Tackle harder, trigger press, and leave it at that. And then Joshua Zirkzee. Now, this is interesting because I actually don't think Zirkzee becomes the starter. I think Zirkzee moves into a bench role. I do think United are still going to go out there and sign a striker. So we're going to go and get ourselves a striker. And I know who I want straight away. I think this is something that United should be going and doing in real life already. It's going to cost me £100 million. Luckily, United are stupidly rich on FM for some reason. So that's a good sign. I need to hurry up. I really do. If you guys are liking this challenge, please let me know in the comments down below if you want me to do this with anyone else. You know, winning the championship with Sheffield United. Are they still in there? I think they are. Or like winning Spain with a team that isn't Real Madrid and Barcelona. We can try and do something like that. But there will be lots of different things that you guys will pick up in this video that I do in all FM rebuilds, how I sell players. I get a lot of comments asking how I sell players. Obviously, I'm absolutely speeding through it in this video as we are attempting like a speed run challenge here. But I very much offer through agent, hire an intermediary. They don't like it, discuss with them, threaten them, summary, leave, transfer list, offer to clubs. Do that every 3 days. Trust me, players will leave the club. It might not be for very much money, but they will end up leaving. Malacia also at the door. Garnacho's got to go because I can't understand how he's staying in real life. I don't think he will do in the end. We'll take whatever we can get for him. Again, I'm not really caring about the money we're getting here. This is more about building this squad nice and quick. I think Mentato, Obi, also at the club, and of course, Tom Heaton, brand new contract. What an absolute legend. That's that sorted. So I need to get myself a striker, a backup goalkeeper, and a central midfielder. Now, striker-wise, I know I want Dusan Vlahovic. Right, actually, let's go. Let's do that, accept the vision. Responsibilities-wise, make sure my staff is all being handed for me. I haven't got time to do that just yet. And training as well, not something I can do in this video. Something I normally do. But this video, 30-minute challenge, I cannot be doing that. So that is the team. That is the tactic. I haven't actually set all this bit up yet, have I? We're going to play attack and witch quite wide, shorter, higher tempo, play out defence, overlap left and right, leave that, low crosses into the box, be more expressive, in transition, counter press, counter, distribute to centre backs. Actually, no, we'll take that off and we'll take short kicks instead. I'm going realistic as well as an Amarim system here. It's a kind of a mix of the two. I think something like that works quite well. Trap them inside as well. That should work. And right, we need to go on holiday until maybe the 31st. So hopefully them transfers get going. Right, we are 10 minutes in. I hope you guys are enjoying this. Make sure you're smashing the like button. 10 minutes and we have done the tactic, identified the positions we need, listed players for sale. Wowzers, I've not even stopped to think. Right, Malacia gone, Anthony gone, Garnacho gone. Fantastic. Go for the 4 days, get them out the door. And then we can go ahead and list Rashford, Højlund, that all over again. Atletico Madrid have made an offer for Højlund. We'll make sure to get that accepted. As I've said, I get a lot of comments in videos like, oh, you can't sell players like that, or like, I can't sell Rashford when I'm United. Trust me, you annoy him enough, he will end up leaving the club. You continuously offer them out, they will go. Now, Malacia, Sancho's not got a bid yet, has he? So we would do anything to get Sancho out the door, even if it's a loan. Not really too fussed. Very interested in this midfield position. We do need someone there, don't we? And I think United need height and a bit of physicality more than anything in the midfield, because Agate, Bruno, and Case, we need a bit of height in there. Let's go look for a defensive midfielder, shall we? We've got a few minutes here to try and do that. General height is somewhere. There it is. At least sort of 6'1", defensive midfielder. Let's have a little look. Sort this by world rep. Take this down into doubtful. Obviously, I'm guessing no Champions League football. Thank God I didn't check that. Whew, that would have been 10 minutes of my life wasted. Who could we go and get in DM? Semi-realistic as well. Scott McTominay would be good, wouldn't he? Martin Hjulmand. Of course, Norgard just gone to Arsenal. Who are we going to get in DM? Who are we going to get? Amadou Onana from Villa would be a very good defensive midfielder. Someone I'd definitely be interested in as well. I'm going to add him to the shortlist and scout. Oh my God. Kefren Turam could be someone. Mats Vijver at Brighton didn't do bits last season, but could be someone to go and look at. Manu Kone, Hugo Larsson, Seko Fofana from Rennes. I'm going to scout all of them, add them to a shortlist. I'm then going to get Xavi Guerrera, wherever he is. Come on, Xavi, into the report. He is a 6'2", very good ball-playing defensive midfielder. Anyone else I can think of off the top of my head? Not really. Right, strikers. Dusan Vlahovic is certainly someone I'm thinking of. Again, I want height in my striker. Dusan Vlahovic. Nicholas Jackson is listed by Chelsea in real life. It's a new move I can see United making. Boniface, Mitrovic, Tiano Barry just gone to Everton would be fantastic. Benjamin Sesko not leaving Leipzig. I can't see that happening. So I'll have to get him on there as well. Oh, God, there's a timer going already. That's a timer from earlier on. Hugo Ekitike, potentially. Mateta. That timer is running down. 17.5 minutes. Oh, my God. Right, scout. Yes. Get on shortlist. Yes. 3 months. Bosh. Goalkeeper. Now, United are linked to a few goalkeepers in real life. Zion Suzuki is one that sticks out in my mind. Might not be possible here on FM to be good enough to challenge for a league. Trubin would be a very good goalkeeper to go and get. Lucas Chevalier is a decent one. Oh God, we've got to be quick with this, haven't we? I did not realise the time would be going down this quick. I thought I got through these when I do them in 10-15 minutes. Apparently not. Apparently I take a long time doing this sort of stuff. And I am absolutely speedrunning this as well. Mati Kovar back to United. You heard it here first. Nicholas Heidel. I mean, are any of these actually better than Onana? Probably not. Jonas Erbig, Vanja. I don't know where he's going. Let me scout them and get them on the shortlist. And then let me click Japan there. Surely, oh God, Suzuki's not in the team. I thought he would be. Suzuki, Zion from Parma. It's not got any value. He must be absolutely rubbish from FM. We'll just have a quick look. Who's the guy that United are interested in as well? Belgian guy. Oh, again, this is going to take some useless scouting time because I guarantee he's not very good on FM. But we need to have a little look. Nationality. Europe. B. Belgium. Bosh. Belgian bun. Goalkeeper. Done. Sort by world rep. I know he's quite young, so we'll just drop that to 25. Where's the name I'm looking for? I can't see his name. Matt, no, it's not you, is it? Oh, God. Oh, I thought Senny Laymans, that's it. Sen Laymans. We'll get him on there as well. I'm glad I found him. Add him to shortlist. And he's being scouted. Right, go forward another week. 15 minutes. Oh, it's not even simming. Go. 15 minutes to go. We've got to get to at least the 2nd of July. That is the golden time where I can then try and get maybe some free agents in as well. and see if we can do that. I'm glad I just checked if I was recording. Could you imagine after all this I wasn't recording? Obviously, this is a no-cut challenge as well, so you guys are just going to listen to me waffle. This is like live streaming a bit, but a challenge. Rashford back to Villa, Sancho out as well. Don't mind that at all. Anthony's not quite gone yet. Rejected the transfer offers. Have a little bit of water. Get that down the gullet. Bosh, get him out on there. Malacia gone. Bayindir, I think, will end up potentially leaving. I don't think we trust him as a number one. And we obviously know that Onana is going to be out for at least 2 months. So I can definitely see him going. Mark that as red. Get the social feed. Why have we frozen? Don't freeze. Oh, 14 minutes, 22 seconds. Okay. Okay. Shout out to the YouTuber, the video that I found for this as well. With this challenge. Timer coming down. Countdown timer. 30-minute timer. It's absolutely doing its job. 14 minutes, 10 seconds. What a guy. Absolute legend for creating that. There's loads on there as well. We've got £135 million to spend. Knowledge-wise, we're getting there. Nicholas Jackson could be a very interesting one. And one that I wouldn't have expected to make when I kicked off this video. That's why this challenge is quite fun, because I'm just going to go and make some signings that I would never expect to make. And that could be a very, very good one. So we will see if that's what we do there. Dorgu out on loan. You're all right. I've really got to start making some transfers. Boniface is an A+ and would come in. Can semi-hold up a ball. Good in big matches. Really good signing. Mitrovic is someone that's interesting. Jackson, Javi Guerrero in the DM role looks like the man to go and get potentially. We'll keep scouting him. Stats are doing really well. Layman's is rubbish goalkeeper, and we took all that time to go and get him, so that's a shame. Looks like potentially Rashkovic from Sevilla. Well, used to play for Sevilla, now in Saudi. Suzuki's actually not that bad. Trubin could be a good one. Really good ball-playing goalkeeper. Let's go forward another week. Make sure they're all scouted. And transfers should nearly be done as well. So we're on that point now where the transfers are almost there. 17 transfer offers. I can't be dealing with like loan offers and stuff. We had 16 offers for Reece Bennett. Crikey. Right, I'm going to ignore that for now. 12... I've got 12 minutes. I've not made a single transfer yet. Oh my God. Right. And oh my God as well. Like I said, I've got to get this video to 29:59. So it looks good. So I've got 7 minutes. Because I'm going to need at least 5 minutes to go through. Oh God, the stress. The stress is real. The stress is real. Keep going, FM. Keep simulating through. I've loaded through like 50,000 players. Not too many. I only load about 90,000. So PC should be okay. Sancho's refusing to go. No, he's not. He's at West Ham. Rashford's gone. Højlund. No, Rashford not gone. For God's sake, Marcus. I don't actually want you to leave in real life, but you've got to, mate. I'm sorry. I really am. Worst case scenario, Rashford just goes down the under-18s. Garnacho's gone. Right, I've got to make some transfers right now. Goalkeeper still isn't really sorted. Striker. Vlahovic compared to Nicholas Jackson. Vlahovic definitely. Vlahovic compared to Boniface. Let's click on Boniface. Compare with... Where is he? Where's Vlahovic gone? There. Oh, it's tight, but Vlahovic wins it. Mateta compared to... Because this is probably more a realistic one. Boniface. Well, it's tight. Boniface beats Mateta, so Vlahovic certainly winning the race. And then Big Ben Sesko. Yeah, not even worth checking. You can see from his stats straight away. Vlahovic it is. We're going to have to spend some money here. Installments. I'm going to give you 50 million up front. No, 50 million and then 50 million. 100 plus 10. 110. Bosh. Transfer done. DM. That's a crazy deal. Thing is, that deal in real life is basically free, which is mental, isn't it? Amadou Onana's very expensive, but Premier League proven. Hugo Larsson could be someone. Oh, the Tacticos will love this. Stiller. Angelo Stiller from Stuttgart. This could be the guy. This could be the guy. Bosh. That's the guy. That he's not even on the scouting. He's not even there, but he's there now. Goalkeeper. We've got to make a decision. Suzuki's not good enough. It's Pajovic or Lunin. I'm going to go... Oh, give me another week. Give me another week. Give me another week. Make sure these all go through fine. Gosh, Vlahovic, unwilling. No! Only just signed a brand new deal. Oh, the heartbreak. Striker. Boniface. Make an offer. Go. We can afford that. We can afford that. 63 million. Boniface. You're the striker to save United and win a title. This might not even win a title. This could be a completely useless challenge. If I win the title, I'll be absolutely gobsmacked. Using an Amarim system, which I've just made in... that took me way too long, didn't it? That was the issue. That was the issue. The speed run. Oh, we've reached West Ham. I'm trying to loan in Sancho and Anthony. What a bunch of donuts. Right, let's go forward a week. Make sure them deals get done. I've got probably 4 minutes until I'm happy to call it there, because I need 5 minutes to actually go through the results of this at the end. And we are going to pause the timer whenever that happens, so I actually know we are in the 30-minute range. This is going to be absolutely wild. Obviously, the simulation is going to be in this time. The simulation, I'm literally going to hit sim and go and see what happens. And there should be 0 cuts as well. We've not had a mess up of words, which was surprising for me. We have had a few drink breaks, but they are needed so we don't pass out in this stupid heat. Fredrickson, no. Jackson, no. This save file and the tactic as well, I'll make sure that available on the Patreon down below for anyone that does want to have a go with this save file itself. It's an absolute mess, but you might want to have a go. You might really enjoy the video and think, you know what, let me pick that side up. Trubin's the keeper. I'm going for 40 million, whatever. Honestly, that's not how I normally do it, but I've got 3 minutes. Right, Stiller's in. Did I cancel that accidentally? No, I didn't. Thank God. £26 million. Angelo Stiller. The tacticos will love that. The people that know ball. Angelo, look at that. Oh, he's awful in FM. Really good player, actually. Really good player in real life. He can come in there. Sub 7. Bosh. Striker and goalkeeper, and we are there. Boniface is in. Thank God for that. Markle is red. Go forward. Need the goalkeeper to be completed. And really outgoings-wise, what have we got left to do? So Boniface, striker, Bosch. Garnacho done. Bayindir done. Malacia done. Rashford not done. Hoyland not done. Anthony not done. Anthony, go, please. £12.5 million. I will drive you there. Rashford, please. Oh, God, someone's got to come in for him, surely. Get him out. Let me go to the second. Go on holiday. Let's go. Let's go. Probably 2 minutes until I'm happy. This has been stressful. This has been really fun, though. Really fun, but really stressful. I don't even know if we're going to be able to complete this or not. Rashford, loan offer. Fredrickson. We could come back and I'm not even in a job. How hilarious would that be? Not hilarious at all, I'll be honest. Let's go to the third. Come on. Come on. 1 minute 55 until I'm happy. Let's go. Rashford in talks of Inter. Come on. Trubin, done. Right, everything's done. Get to the 2nd of July and we can stop that timer. Simulation's just got to happen and get us there until I'm happy. But that is effectively the rebuild complete. Transfers are out. Transfers are in. Tactics are done. We aren't in any Europe. We've got... I don't know if we're going to win the Premier League. The title of this video is potentially Premier League or Champions League. I'm not too sure. But well, it can't be Champions League, can it? So it'll be Premier League. I think Trubin comes our number 1. We are going to save that as the full team. Bosch. I'm going to lock in Trubin, Yoro, Ahmad, Dorgu. None of them, Bosch. We're going to lock them in to be in our starting positions. Done. Tactic there. Bosch. June 2nd. Set. Go on holiday. 5 minutes, 58 seconds on the clock. That is the first section of this video done. Let's see how it went. There is simply no better time than to sign up right now on MFL, and I'm going to tell you why. Division 7 is starting as we speak. The rollover has happened into Division 7, so you can now buy players and get contracts for your new players in your club. And there is currently a promotion where when you buy a Flint club, you get yourself a free pack along with that as well, containing 2 players. And if it couldn't be any better, use the code on screen right now. You get a free player from using my code. Once you spend $25, which getting that Flint Club Pack promo you will have spent. And you get a free player for doing so as well. And it helps support me and it helps support the channel. MFL is about to go into a brand new era as well. So as you watch this video, probably already it's in the new era. The game probably looks very different, and there is photorealism coming to players as well, which is super, super exciting. So make sure you guys are checking out MFL. Link in the description. Trust me, it is the most addicting online management game I've ever played. And I'm not just saying that, I genuinely mean it. It is incredibly fun. Massive shout out to MFL. Get yourself involved in the link down below and get yourself that Flint Club pack with the free promo. There is simply no better time. Right then, the save is finished and we are on the 2nd of June. So it's time to find out how we done. And I tell you what, from looking through some of the results, we've not done too bad at all. In fact, we have absolutely cooked. Victor Boniface there with an absolute screamer in this game against Nottingham Forest. I mean, Bruno Fernandes here on the ball finds Brian Mbeumo out on the wide left. He cuts it back to Bruno to put it into the back of the net. That's for 2-0 in 37 minutes. We're going to get into a third as well with Amad Diallo cutting off the right-hand side, finding Bruno Fernandes back to Manu Agate. A long-range screamer for Manu Agate. Quite simply something incredible there. Agate and Manu linking up. Bruno Fernandes playing in that left cam roll this time. A ball goes all the way through to Brian Mbeumo. Hopefully we see that soon for United in a 4-0 right there. Casemiro dropping it back to De Ligt. I mean, the football we're playing here is fantastic. Bruno, Casemiro. That was another long-range effort for you. And then Forest are going to score the last goal in this game. A corner ball whipped in from Tadic. But a 5-1 demolition of Nottingham Forest. Remember, last season we're in European football. You can see right there, we managed to get 23 shots to their 6 and hold 61% possession as well. And actually, looking at our form for the first half of the Premier League season, it's not done too bad at all. We won every single game in August, including a 1-0 victory over Spurs. We sadly got battered by Liverpool in September and then went on a 4-drawing run streak. Won 3 games in November, not conceding the goal, and then lost 3-0 to Manchester City. In the month of December, went unbeaten, and the same goes for January. So a pretty decent first half of the season. And it's got to be said, the second half was just as decent as well. There was 2 losses, one against Aston Villa and one against Arsenal late on, but the majority were all victories, and we had managed to turn Manchester United from a 15th place team to a team actually competing for the title. And a team that managed to find the back of the net as well, because United in real life this season just couldn't score compared to here, where we grabbed 70 goals and only conceded 32, and possession-wise kept a grand total of 53%. Now, sadly, we did end up losing in the 5th round of the FA Cup to Liverpool, who went on to eventually win the title, and in the 4th round to Chelsea 4-2. 2 very difficult away games, which were both losses. So, sadly, no competitions coming home this season, but we have managed to turn Manchester United from 15th place to 3rd place on 78 points, a 38 goal difference, 22 wins, 12 draws, 4 losses, joint lowest in the season out of anyone. So if we can turn them draws to wins, we'll be on good stead. I mean, you can see the players we locked in for this system was Patrick Dorgu on the left, Amad Diallo on the right, Lenny Yoro and Trubin in the team there. In terms of the goal scorers, Victor Boniface grabbed 19 and got 1 assist, which is decent considering the rush. I think we could have gone better, but he done a fairly good job. Bruno Fernandes in that roaming playmaker role with 27 goal contributions. Cunha, 12 goals, 3 assists, 18 starts, 20 off the bench, not too bad. And Mbeumo, 8 and 8, giving 16 goal contributions. I mean, it's not the record numbers they were dropping at Wolves and Brentford, but they're certainly better than United have got in real life at the moment. So I think as a United fan, we'll certainly take that one. Kobbe still got a lot of game time, 3 goals and 9 assists. Agate 2 and 1. Luke Shaw a few games off the bench as well. Casemiro, a good rotation option for us. And our best player this season, Andre Onana. 3 starts, what a stinker. But Bruno Fernandes, Amad Diallo, Manu Agate, Cunha, De Ligt, Mazraoui done well, Kobbe, Luke Shaw, Trubin, Mount done very well when he played, but he didn't play too often. And of course, then Boniface. Financially, I mean, I imagine we've done fairly decent-wise because we sold a lot of rubbish, which is good to see. We've done a big old clear out. And as I sort of said, this save file is going to be available on the Patreon down below with this Ruben Amorim tactic that we created, which has cooked up into 3rd place. So a very good job, well done. And a team where Manchester United are now in the Champions League with pretty realistic signings. So if you did enjoy the 30-minute challenge, make sure you smash the like button because that has been completed. We didn't win the challenge. We didn't win the Premier League in 30 minutes, but let me know if you want me to do this again, what league, what team, and hopefully I'll speak to you guys next time.